Hello everybody, I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly. I hope y'all are having a great day. Today we are going to do some swatching and some coloring with the KALOUR, but we're not going to do that much swatching, I don't think. I think we're pretty much just going to color. I've been swatching, I've been wanting to do live streams. I cannot figure out how to do live streams with my cell phone in landscape mode. I'm kind of being forced to use portrait mode, and that just really doesn't work for doing this and live streaming. So I'll be making videos until I can figure out the live streaming part, if I can figure it out. But I have not been not doing anything the last couple days. I have done, I organized all the pencils into numeric order. That took a while too, because they were not in order that way. So I swatched the first 10, and I've been putting them into a case. And this case holds 300 pencils. So hopefully I can get them in the proper spacing when I put them in, so I don't have 4 left over when I get to the end and have to try to shift everything around. That might happen. But anyway, not only have I been doing this, but I've also made swatch cards. I've seen other YouTubers doing that too, because I don't have the ability to get on here and put an overlay into the video and all that. So I've been making these also, but I want to color. My intention was to live stream, and as I swatch the color, then color with it. So I can't really do that at this point. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color, and then I'll just put the pencils back in the slots that they came from. Now, I need for you guys to understand. I do not know what I'm doing, okay? I'm just going to color. We're going to learn, I'm going to learn, color palettes and stuff like that as we go along. And I have myself a pot of coffee on right now. It should be done soon. Let me see. I don't really know what I want to start with, what color I want to start with. But I'm thinking I want a yellow. Here's an autumn gold. We'll use an autumn gold. And I do not have a card for this one yet. And I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Let's see if it'll show up. 040. Eventually I will have the cards, guys. Now, one thing I have not done either, I have not sharpened these pencils at all. Because I thought, well, they don't really need to be sharpened to do a swatch with. But I will sharpen them. I'm going to use the shorter tip, not the long tip. I'll use the shorter tip for now. We'll see what happens. So I'm just going to start right here in the center. Now I see like a little crumbly piece, and I expected to see that. And because I'd seen that in other videos, and I've seen a lot of ladies using a makeup brush, I bought myself a barber brush for sweeping off the crumbs. And I sweep them into a trash can because I don't want them in my floor. I have a tile floor, and I don't want little pieces of colored pencil down there on the floor getting tracked around. Okay, so now this is just going to go right back where it came from in the tray because that's finished. Maybe I should bring you guys a little bit closer. I didn't think about that for that one. So let me slide that up here. It takes two hands for me to move this phone thing, the phone holder. Well, I don't think it likes being that close, quite that close with the light. So let me bring it back up and see if I can't zoom in a little bit. Maybe I can do it that way. Well, we'll try it like that right there, guys. I'll just have to see how it goes. We're not going to finish this today. We're going to like get maybe this much done, if that much. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I haven't had any sleep. I was up live streaming at 3:30 this morning, and it's a little after 8 o'clock in the morning now. Probably about 8:15, 8:30. Let me see if I can determine. 8:23, all right? Okay, let's see. Well, we have some leaves. We have plenty of greens. So I was going to let you guys pick colors and stuff too, which would have been fun. Let me see. Because I don't have these colors swatched, I don't really know what they're going to come out looking like. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're just going to color. Like I said, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing as far as videos, and I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to color theory and stuff. So here we go. Actually, I should have put well, I don't want to try to do too much like blending and stuff like that. Not when we don't even know that much about color palettes. And when I say we, I mean me, but I hear my coffee maker has stopped in there. But I'll finish these petals first. I can't put music in the background. And somebody in one of my farming live stream suggested that I might be able to do this like ASMR type. But we'll see how it goes. There won't be a lot of talking I can do. Well, there is talking I can do, but I can't really explain much about what I'm doing and things like that. Not like some of you, the other people you'll see on YouTube doing this. I am a beginner. Guys, I'm going to grab me a cup of coffee right quick so it can start cooling off for a minute. And then we'll get right back on it, okay? Oh, I wish I could have you guys on live stream. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I set my coffee down at the end of the table. Very nice. Oh, that's a big cup of coffee, ain't it? Wow. I forgot that camera was zoomed in. Sorry, guys. No, I make a whole pot of coffee, and that may be the only cup I drink. I want to experiment with mixing some colors. Just basic colors. You know, even like just the primary colors. Just to practice blending. But I don't think I'm going to do that on here. I really just kind of want to color. I haven't been sleeping good, so I don't get much sleep. I stay tired. I hope you guys can see that. I need to figure out maybe a way to put some markings on my my table here so I know where to keep things. Because right now, yeah, but I don't really want to do that on my table either. I need to figure out how to kind of keep you guys in the center. I think it's okay. I think we're doing all right. I could swatch this onto this card. That's what I should do, actually. And then put it back in the tray. I'm gonna try to make sure I keep my hands out of the way so you guys can see. I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, nice. Okay, so what number is this? I may not even, I think I forgot to even tell you guys what number it was. It looks like it's a 119, 119. So let's swatch 119 while we're here. That'll be good. We're looking for 119 grass green. Grass green. So we'll swatch it. Then I am going to kind of pull this one out and let it lighten out. Just so I can see what type of little gradient we can get on it. Okay? So that takes care of that. Now, where'd it come from? Good question. There's the slot for it. Okay, let's see, what do we want now? So I was going to let you guys help me to choose colors. Here's an orange red, number 32. Some of the numbers are really hard to read on these pencils, other ones are easier. But number 32, orange red. Now you guys let me know in the comments whether you prefer talking, no talking. Because what you'll probably end up with is a combination. But I'd still like to know your opinions, what you actually enjoy better. And maybe we can do some of both. I should have actually swatched this before I used it. That way we know what the color looks like before we actually use it. No wait until after I use it and then swatch it. I told you I don't know what I'm doing, guys. All I know is that I had looked for a hobby that I could make videos of for a long time, and I came across these videos, and I thought that's something that I could do where I live. Just a little bit of, and here we are. One of these days I'll show you guys my my table and stuff that I bought. Now this book that I'm coloring in, I did put it in the description of the last video, but there's no artist name, there's no like publisher's name. So I did put the Amazon store that I bought it from and the price. It was a 3-pack. I think it was $16.99. But that is listed in the description in the last video. I'm not going to put them in every video. Just when I use something for the first time, I probably will. I need to put that Prismacolor pencil sharpener. So I'll try to remember to put it in the description of this video. I'm wanting to order some, this color cube thing I've seen by Sarah Renee Clark. I'm sure most of you, if you watch these kind of videos, you've seen some of hers too. So I would, because I like the idea that it gives me that color palette until I start developing more of a, like an eye for the color. But then I think still it would help, it's helpful. All right, let's see here. One more section. Okay. Now we will swatch number 32, red orange, or orange red, sorry, red orange. Kind of get a nice heavy coverage, and then we're just going to kind of fade it out a little bit, just so I can kind of have an idea of the gradients, like that. Okay, then this is going to go back where it belongs. Now, that's all right. This is number 75. So let's go find 75. Peacock blue. So let's do peacock blue. And then after I do this, then I'm going to sharpen it. Get it kind of dark, and then we'll just start pulling it out just a little bit lighter. Bob Ross would say 2 hairs and some air. There we go. Okay, now I want to sharpen it. It's zoomed in quite a bit, so. There we go. Now we're going to do this little all right, I gotta have a drink of coffee, guys. I don't have coffee at home a lot. I have to kind of keep checking the camera, which is my cell phone, just to make sure I'm keeping everything in front of the camera. Especially when I'm turning it around, I tend to kind of move it. Because of course, cell phone cameras are off center of the cell phone itself. So I keep wanting to move the picture to the center of the cell phone when it really needs to be centered on the camera. Just have to take our time. Try to stay in the lines. like I said, you guys got to let me know in the comments. Do you want me just to color without talking? Or do you want me to talk and color? Or maybe just talk and not color? I'm hoping that won't be the one, but okay. Okay. Now, originally what I was going to do was I was going to swatch the sheet that we're swatching, plus I was going to make my swatch cards. Let's see, what do I want to do now? Maybe I see something over here. How about let's see, butterscotch. Butterscotch number 251. Butterscotch. Where are we at? There we are. Well, not butterscotch, butterscotch. Funny typo. I was going to say, it says butterscotch on there. I don't know if you can read it, but it says butterscotch. And on here it says butterscotch with an A. Oh well. I don't know if anybody's ever pointed that out before. And then we'll just start pulling it out lightly. Okay. I did not sharpen that pencil, did I? Well, it's all right. It's not required. I hope you guys can see the colors okay. And since I'm doing single color, I am pressing kind of hard. Not hard, but firm. I think it is burnishing the paper. It all looks kind of glossy. The colored part does. And they did recommend that I put this included piece of cardboard underneath the paper, so I did. It's thick paper though. I think it's just so that you don't like maybe indent the page below it. Pencil's not going to soak through this. But since it recommended it, I decided I would do that. All right. I'm letting my coffee get cold, guys. The coffee that's in my cup. Did I even swatch this one? Yeah, we did. Okay. I got to get it in my head, the order in which I'm doing things, and that way I know. But yeah, this is butterscotch. The butterscotch. Okay, nice. That's looking pretty nice. Okay, butterscotch, where did it come from? Over here. Well, let me see, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want to do, I want to do lavender. And what number is that? Looks like 155. 155. Lavender. Yes, 155, lavender. So we'll swatch this one here. Oops. Well, it don't have to be real pretty over here. I couldn't even see where that line was for some reason. Now we're just going to pull it out lightly, lightly. Like that. I probably need a different kind of eraser. But that's what I have for now. Okay. Lavender. Now, this thing has a background. I'm going to do the entire background in lavender. And then we'll worry about the interior. So, let me sharpen it. I should probably I got to get in the habit of sharpening it before I use them, even though they don't really need it. They don't need it for the swatching anyway. Okay. Nice tip on it. I need a sip of coffee, guys. Maybe more than one sip. All right, here we go. Some lavender. Number 155. And one day I will have swatch cards. Just not today. Now these little areas right here, we really could try blending and stuff like that right in here. Little areas like that. To play with light and shadows, but I'm not really looking to do that on this picture. We'll get into some flowers at some point. I just want to kind of just color for now. So I gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. Okay. Sorry, guys. Move you off camera again. All right, yeah, I'm gonna like that. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the interior part. Okay. Sorry guys, gotta set that pencil down for a minute. I have arthritis in my hands. Let's see. I will say these pencils feel really smooth. And that is in comparison to the Crayola pencils that I used on the Mickey Mouse. And part of that could be the paper also. Okay. Okay. Sorry guys, I keep stopping for coffee. It's pretty good coffee, I must say. I made it myself. Okay. Yeah, see, that's, we're wrapping that around there. It's making that pop up good. Nice. Because I had thought about doing that in 2 sections. But I thought, no, that'll make it look more three-dimensional. There's fancy terminology for you. Got some three-dimensional coloring going on here. But that, of course, is the whole point of shadows and stuff like that, learning techniques and stuff like that. Oops. That one I need to touch up just a hair right there. Okay. I feel like I should have a sip of coffee every time I finish one of those little sections, or my coffee's going to get cold. All right. Now, I have noticed a lot of the people I see doing this in YouTube videos, every time they take the pencil off the paper, they turn it. And I know they're doing it for the tip. I thought that was pretty cool. You can see it actually rotating in their hand, so they don't miss a stroke. I'm not quite that coordinated. With the arthritis, I can't move my fingers very fast. I have a nice guitar and I can't play it. I just can't move my fingers fast enough. Really can't even hold it in my hand for too long. Carpal tunnel and arthritis. And I'm sure there'll be some days I'll be able to color longer than others for the same reason. Now, I do need to get something. I can use this for now, but I guess I should have something to put my hand on. I need to get in the habit of doing that, I think, would be good. Just so I don't transfer color. Make sure I'm still on camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. I want you guys to know I appreciate all the support. Whether you watch like my gaming live streams, or where you're just watching the coloring videos, whatever, any support that my channel gets, any attention, I'm very grateful for it, guys. Whew, boy, it's getting bigger and bigger. It's taking longer and longer to get around that circle. But that's all right. I'm going to have to sharpen this pencil again. I can see that. I'll have to do that after I finish this one here. Turn this around here where I can see it better. Okay. All right. All right, I need to sharpen this again. I keep wanting to hold it over the trash can. I've watched too many videos where they have the open sharpeners. We've got to keep a nice sharp point, a nice sharp tip on these pencils. For this kind of stuff anyway, because it's so small. Well, I'm not having to put any pressure on there. I'm just go over it a few times like that, and it really covers really nicely, guys. I do like that. I'm used to colored pencils that are all, that are all streaky. And I say used to colored pencils. I'm not really used to colored pencils at all. But I know that in the past, when I have had the occasion, and like I said, it's been 50 years probably, but I know that the pencils back then were very streaky. You didn't get stuff like this. A little bit of crumbs right there, so I'll just brush them off into my trash can. I don't want to brush them off on the table or the floor. I don't mind the eraser quite as much. At least it's not gonna leave wax prints on the floor. That eraser doesn't work that good. These are that pintail click erasers. They don't work that good. Not with colored pencil. So I may have to find something different. Make sure I stay on camera. Ooh. Okay. Now purple is my favorite color, guys. Purple and black, my two favorite colors. I also like lime green, like a fluorescent lime green. So when I do video game stuff, if I have the option to customize, I usually customize color. I usually will go with some purple, some black, and I throw in some of the green sometimes too. Oh. Woo. Maybe I needed a less eraser sticking out. Maybe that'll help, because it'll firm that up some. Nah, not really. So yeah, not the best erasers in the world for colored pencil, I don't think. It wouldn't be an issue if I'd stay in the lines, would it? All right. Well, coffee. Okay, one more little piece. All right, very good. Now, the question is, what do we put in there beside it? Let me look at some colors. I think I found something. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What is this? Rose Pink, number 234. So we want 234. Fluorescent rose pink. I didn't even notice the fluorescent on there, but yeah, fluorescent rose pink. 234. And we'll just pull it out to a very light color, like that. Okay, that's number 234, fluorescent rose pink. Let's sharpen it. And I'm one of these kind that turns the pencils, guys. Okay, now, this is going to be the outline right here. Getting some crumbs there, guys. And that is to be expected when you put a sharp point on these colored pencils. And try not to press quite so hard, although I'm really not pressing hard. I'll try to press a little bit lighter and maybe just do like more of a layer. Okay. And then we'll have to figure out what colors we want on the inside of these things, but guys, I'm going to grab me another cup of coffee. All right, I'm back, guys. We shall continue. I'll let my coffee cool for a few minutes. Pressing a little bit lighter and just going over it several times. All right. Okay. Okay. We shall continue, guys. We may not get much more than just this little inner circle done in this video, guys. But I think that's okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. One piece at a time, guys. Okay, better hit the sharpener again. I'm going to have to figure out how I can go about buying replacement pencils. Uh-oh. This tip is going to break off. I'm pretty sure it will. Maybe not. If I just go lightly, yeah, as soon as I touched it. Sorry, guys. I just don't want those little pieces of color ending up on my floor. Very lightly, very, very lightly. So don't break the tip, but it does leave color. Just layer it. And it does pretty good. See, you push just a little bit too hard, and then you get, it's not real bad, but a little bit of crumbling. But I mean, you want wax to come off the pencil, that's the whole point, so it's good. Sometimes it's going to come off that way with just the wrong pressure, and it doesn't, it can be just any amount of wrong pressure. I bought that brush to do that with. I've just been using the same paper towel that I'm relaxing my hand on here. And for those of you who may check out my videos, my coloring videos, who watch my live streams, my farming live streams, thank you so much. I appreciate that crossover viewership. Not everybody that likes Farming Simulator is going to like adult coloring. So if you do watch both, thank you. And if you're just watching the coloring, that's fine too. I appreciate that. Okay, got a little bit of crumbs there. One more to outline. All right, that's completed. Now, what color do we want? Let's look at maybe a brownish color, maybe. Some kind of brownish. Not too light though. Let's go here. This is called ochre, number 183. I know you guys can't read that probably, the way the light comes off of ochre 183. Ochre 183. Okay. Now, let me sharpen it. I was going to say I might not need to sharpen it for what the space we're going to be using it in, but we should try to keep the same pattern with what we're doing. Let's see. I'm gonna make this right here. Okay. Just come very lightly, and then we'll go back over it. Okay. Oh, I need a sip of coffee, guys. Let me make sure I stay on camera. Okay, we'll just keep on going around. I'll have a sip of coffee every couple of sections. Okay. Okay. Let's get in a sip of coffee, guys. Okay. All right. Okay, now what are we going to do? Let's see. Maybe. Let's go with what do we have here? I'm just randomly kind of picking. Oh, KALOUR blue. KALOUR blue. I don't know if you can see that. Number 268. 268. KALOUR blue. Whoops. Let's get it over here under the camera. Sorry guys. Put my arm in the way. KALOUR blue. Pulling it down to a very light color. That's good enough. Just like that. Okay. Now, okay, let's see, what are we going to do with this color? I guess we just do the next one in line. Although I was thinking about something like this. Well, I'll do that something different. We'll do this like this. This blue will look nice against this brown. Or I think it will. Okay. Now, I know you guys are probably used to watching time-lapse videos, and I am too, quite frankly, but I can't make those kind of videos, and I like doing everything in real time. I'll just share it with you, mistakes and all. That's what I like to do. I hope to be an encouragement to somebody who would think they might like to try this. That you don't really have to know what you're doing, because I don't. I'm just doing. Okay. A little sip of coffee, guys. Okay. I know the image keeps kind of sliding around the screen, guys, but All right. What is next? What will be next? Let's see what we've got over here. What is this color? This is iron yellow. Iron yellow. And that is number 297. Number 297. So we'll swatch that over here. 297 is down here. An iron yellow. And then we'll just pull it out very lightly. Very lightly. Okay. Again, this is iron yellow. One of these days I will have my swatch cards where I can throw it up here and you guys can see what's going on, but I only have 10 of them made right now out of 300. So it might be a while, guys. I did not sharpen the pencil. You guys didn't remind me. And like I said, I am one of the pencil twisters. That's how I sharpen pencils. I turn the pencil. Make sure I'm on camera. Eventually, I'll figure this out, guys. I'll be able to know just from where things, my perspective, that I am on camera, but because I keep turning it so I can see better. I just sharpened that pencil, so there is just a touch of crumbling, not much though. I try to use light touch that time. Light touch and multiple layers. And then so it fills in. There we go, that looks pretty good. Light touch. Very light touch. Looks nice. And I know you guys have heard other people mention this, but using little circular motions when you're putting the color on, and I am doing that too. Not all the time. You see me doing like this arching, just because I'm following the line. But then when I'm mixing, just to make sure the color grabs onto the paper from different angles. No, a shot of coffee. I'm gonna go get me another cup of coffee, guys. Well, no, I still got enough of this one. Okay. I'd like for that to be a little bit closer to me. I'm gonna move my camera just a little bit, guys. Well, no, I just need to get used to it working there. I really don't want to move it. It's gonna be in my head space here. Let's see. Okay. Now, we're not looking for any type of gradient or anything like that in this picture, guys. Just solid color, single color. Really just getting a feel for the application of color. Okay, there we go. And we're going to do one more. Well, no, we got two more things to do, guys. Well, three more things. Let's see. I want maybe like a red color. A red color. Let me see. This is called, well, is that the one I want? That says peach. I don't want peach because I have a really light color over there. Maybe we need green. We need a green color. Let's do that. Here's a bud green. Bud green. Interesting. All right, bud green. Color 276. It's probably hard for you guys to read. 276. Bud green. Oh, I think that's going to look nice where we're going to use it. And then let's just pull it out and soften it up. Something like that. Okay? That's 276 bud green. And we're going to just put that in here. Bud green. Again, light strokes. And just let the paper pull off what it wants. Oh, I almost was off camera with that, wasn't I, guys? Sorry. Okay. Now, the only problem with doing this the way I'm doing it, guys, is my intention was to be able to swatch these colors, use the color, and put it in the pencil case. So I would know it had already been swatched and used. But I'm putting them back in the rack, so I hope I don't end up duplicating color, but I might. It's possible. Because I may forget I already used that color. light pressure and just go over it until you see the color that you're wanting. That's about the best way I can describe what I'm doing. I'm very light pressure and just going back and forth, let the paper take off what it wants. Nice. Now this kind of stuff is always kind of a little difficult for me to do, guys, because I kind of like realism. I'm a very realistic kind of person. And a picture like this, I mean, there's no, as far as I know, no right way to color it. So it's like, okay, just randomly picking stuff is not normally how I do things. But it is kind of fun not to be burdened by any kind of rule that I have to follow. I can just do anything. And this is just to get used to kind of looking at colors, seeing colors beside one another, just working with color. That's what it's all about. And like I said, it is important that you know at this stage, I do not know what I'm doing. Thankfully, we don't need to know a lot to be able to do this right here. Okay. Very light pressure, small circles. And then I also do this arching back and forth like this. But I do small circles also. That lets the paper grab from a different angle if it wants to. You know what it reminds me of? I've watched some videos of people getting a hot towel shave, and when they put the lather on the people's faces, they do it from every angle, so that every angle of the hair will get some of that moisturizing shaving lotion, shaving cream. I don't shave, so I actually had to trim my beard off, so I do have a couple of watching my beard grow videos, and I'll do some more of those at some point. Just miscellaneous kind of stuff, like after I get some cookware. I will probably do a cooking video or two. We'll see. I mean, right now, that's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Just a little bit of variety on the channel. Mostly it's going to be this, and it's going to be my PS5 live streams. So the only time I'm on my PS5 is if I'm live streaming for YouTube. For my channel, not for YouTube. Let me correct that. I do not do it for YouTube. I do it for myself and my channel. One more section. Just very lightly. Or just go back and forth and let it pull off more pigment. We're kind of letting the paper take what it wants. Bob Ross used to talk about that when he would use like a palette knife and stuff like that. He would talk about the canvas just taking off what it wants. All right, there we go. Okay, so we've got let me see. What would be a real good color? Gosh. I'm trying to. We have a little diamond shape, a little bit of a diamond shape. So here's a blondie blue. Or Bondi blue, sorry, not blondie, Bondi. Bondi blue, number 266. Number 266. Here. Bondi blue. And then we're just going to pull it out with a light touch. With just a light touch, okay? Bondi blue 266. Now that is going to be, oh, let me sharpen the pencil. That's going to be that little diamond looking section. So we're going to skip one section. We're going to skip one section. We're going to do this right here. And I broke that little tip. Very lightly. Very lightly. Okay. Okay. I bet you guys heard that one. I bet you heard that one go pop. I'm going to try to use it with it like that. Let's see. I'm still getting little pieces of chrome coming off there, guys. Okay. Okay. Now, I think I want a red. Find a red. Let's see. This is Carmine Red, number 11. I don't know if you can see it, but number 11, 011, Carmine Red. And that just happens to be the next one in line right here. Carmine Red. And then just pull it out very lightly. That just shows us what's possible with the gradient. Okay, now we are almost finished for today. That's going to be this part right here. Okay. Okay. I didn't sharpen the pencil though, did I, guys? Now I expect some crumbly, so I'm going to do very, very light stroke, a very light touch. Okay. I can see just a little bit of color trying to come off the end of that pencil. So. Okay. Okay. Okay, a sip of coffee, guys. Oops. I got just a touch right there. Probably won't notice it. Won't notice it in the overall picture, but I'll know it's there. I may forget that it's there though. Okay, there's that. Okay, now I like the idea of having like a gold. I already used that one. That's an iron yellow. What? Let me look here. How about mahogany? Or yarn. How about yarn? Ooh, what's this one? Camel yellow. Let's do camel yellow. This is $2.98. Camel yellow. So it's all the way down here at the bottom. Camel yellow. And just pull it out lightly. Okay, camel yellow, number 298. I've definitely got to sharpen the pencil. Oh, the whole thing just top popped off of it. And I got some shavings in the floor. I'll have to sweep them up. I had to figure that out, guys. That was a little... We need a nice point here. Okay. Again, it's camel yellow 298. But I think it's going to be more of a brown color than a yellow color, but let's see what we got here. Okay. It's gonna be okay like that. Okay. Very lightly. Okay. Now this color is our last color for this video, guys. And we'll continue with the next one. And I'll do swatch cards off camera, but we'll continue this like we're doing, filling out the KALOUR or KALOUR swatch sheet. I'll do the cards on my own later on. I'll just let you guys know what color I'm using, what we're doing. So it'll just be swatching and coloring. Same thing we're doing right here for as long as it takes, guys, as however many videos it takes to do it. Because if I were live streaming, that's what I would do. Every bit of it would be on live stream. Okay. Okay. One more. All right. That's what we got for today, guys. Let me turn that back around that way. That's what we've got for today. That was two that goes up here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me brush that off just to make sure. So far, looking pretty good. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I appreciate all the attention that my channel